was not fun for me. You know, I keep hearing about this Naruto show. I feel like one day I should watch it. What? What's so bad about Naruto?
500 episodes.
Please, have you seen how many episodes are in Breaking Bad?
60% of it is filler.
Well, I love filler. It's like, imagine an Oreo without the filler, alright? That's just a cookie.
That'd be a really good cookie.
It's a pretty good cookie, if I'm pretty honest. Like, the Oreo Thins are the best version of Oreo. So, I don't... Imagine a Pop-Tart without any of the filler. That's a better example, because that's trash. That is actual trash. That is something... You open up a box of Oreos and it has no cream in it, it's like, oh, this is interesting. Maybe you email the people and tell them just so you can get some free Oreos, but you're not actually upset. You open up a pack of Pop-Tarts, put a couple in the toaster, get it out, it's like, alright, strawberry frosted cardboard, what the hell is this? And it's like...
it's just shitty bread.
Exactly! The shittiest bread. And you email them and you say, listen, you have fucked my day up. I don't know if you understand. I have somewhere I have to be. I don't eat Pop-Tarts every day. This is something when I'm in a hurry, and you have given me something terrible. You have ruined my day. I'm going to fire somebody today because of you. And then, you know, they send you a coupon, and they say, well, we're real sorry. We here at Pop-Tarts wanted to let you know that we are committed to having a excellent product and everything you gotta do, and we're number one. I've actually emailed Pop-Tarts before. Let me clarify. I DM'd Pop-Tarts once because I got
Pop-Tarts with that mouth too.
Yeah, I sent Pop-Tarts a DM and I sent them a picture and I was like, is this how your Pop-Tarts are supposed to look? Because I had gotten a pair of strawberry Pop-Tarts and one of them was a normal Pop-Tart and the other one had half icing. And the half that was not iced was also not filled. So I have been in the example I proposed a second ago. And it was nasty. It's like, when you eat a Pop-Tart and you have to eat the crust, it's like, well, this isn't too bad. If you eat a Pop-Tart and it's only the crust, you're like, what is this? What did they actually make this with? Oh, they died. Good work, guys. I'm never doing Valhazak again. You can't trust these people.
I think you and I could just, like, duo Valhazak with no problems.
Of course we could, because I legitimately, I don't think I got hit that round, except by, like, acid. But anyway, like, Pop-Tarts, they sent me, like, a coupon for, like, free Pop-Tarts, and I don't think I even used it. I sat it there, and I was like, okay, this expires, but I want to save it for a time when I really need Pop-Tarts. And needless to say, that never happens. You never really need Pop-Tarts. You're never at the store and you say, holy shit, if I had Pop-Tarts right now? It's always just like...
It's the Yoohoo of, like, breakfast foods.
Yeah, but I have craved Yoohoo before, and then gotten it and been disappointed, because I'm remembering a different drink. But I have never been like, man, I could go for some Pop-Tarts right now. I have heard people say that, and I look at them like they're aliens, because it's like, no actual human being says, I am craving Pop-Tarts.
Every 3 or 4 years, I get like a brainwave, and I'm just like, man, I could really go for some Yoohoo. That stuff is so delicious. Then I'll buy myself like a 12-pack of Yoohoo.
Salt.
Like, it's like, oh, this is just chocolate water.
No, for me, it's got too much sodium in it. It's like you tried to make chocolate milk and then accidentally put in salt for no good reason. It's like, wow, good work. You have messed up a perfect formula, which is chocolate milk.
It's like they invited a bunch of neighborhood kids to just like sit on the local fire hydrant while it was running, and like they just captured all of the droplets of water that fell back and put them in fucking cans.
Yeah, it's Yoohoo is something that in my head I want, and I would love to have a Yoohoo right now, legitimately. But I know as soon as I take the first drink, I no longer want it for a year. and I haven't had it in years. It's the same thing with Snapple, and you remember that incident. Or I brought it up. I think it's a quote in my channel. Let me see real quick. Let me see if I can find it. Is quote number... Oh, here's a quote where I said, so I opened a can of Pop-Tarts a few days ago while we were playing Tower Unite. That one's classic. Where is it? This is necessary for my story. I don't know if this guy's walking like it's a bum leg or if he shit his pants. Me playing Alan Wake. It vapes, you can finger it. Blow your load on trash mobs. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Quote 21. Alright. So, quote 21. Quote 21 says, "It was the day that I had that apple Snapple and had that fiasco." I remember telling you, because it was I have brought up the concept of a shit story before. On multiple occasions. Not frequently enough, because as awful as they are, you have to admit shit stories are some of the most entertaining stories that happen. Like, that one that happened to that relative of yours, for example, was pretty entertaining to hear about. Even though, you know, if you're in that guy's position, it sucks. But, fridge? No, I'm not sure what fridge is. We have refrigerators, but I don't think that's what you're talking about. Anyway, so do you remember the story about the Apple Snapple fiasco?
Vaguely.
Okay, what do you remember? What's your cliff notes?
I remember that it happened.
Okay, so Snapple is one of those things like Yoohoo, where you go a little bit and you say, I used to have this in school, so I gotta have this again. And you don't know why you say it, but...
And middle school me had such great judgment.
Hey, those... Oh wait, no, you went to a different one. Never mind. We had, like, milkshakes that were pretty good. Everyone hated them, but
I don't want to hear about your judgment. Your punk ass went to north.
Hey, the punk asses went to south. But, Snapple is something that every once in a while you'll remember fondly and be like, alright, let's get this. And to be frank, I do like the half and half Snapples that are half tea, half lemonade, or whatever it is.
That's some high quality drink.
It is actually very good, yes. Apple Snapple gave me the shits.
That's what it was. That's what I was trying to... Like, what is it?
So, it gave me the shits on the worst possible day. Okay.
Just this fuckery. Hold on just a moment. I'm on a quest where I have to find a Black Diablos.
Yeah.
And I found it, but there's also a regular Diablos on the map.
Oh no. That's not gonna be fun. Imagine both of them at once. Oh man. But
they're in the same room
chocolate
now.
banana fudge and everything flavored milk. We do have that, but it's a bunch of different brands. Like, what is that banana one that's like go fucking bananas milk or whatever? You've seen it at Walmart, right? Where it's like in the milk segment where they have like the orange juices and then like the apple juices and then you got milk and then there's like almond milk and then there's that iced coffee in a jug that I've always wanted to try but I've never tried. And then they have Simply Bananas or Go Fucking Crazy Monkeys, and it's another jug like the iced coffee thing, but it's got like a monkey on it, and it's banana milk, I think. But whatever. Yeah, so we have something like that. Anyway, so the shits. I am driving down to Bowling Green because I have to do my analysis for my thesis. I'm gonna sit down for this. Let me see gestures.
Stand up when you stream.
No. Yes.
Just fucking with you.
But so oh, this is a nice scenic. Hey, let me take a screenshot of it. It's pretty nice. Might have to make a wallpaper
We
out
got
of this.
people joining.
You know what?
Welcome to Diablo's party.
Oh, in your game?
Yeah.
What is it? Is it an
It's-
optional mission?
It is.
Okay. So let me change scenes since I'm just telling the story. I had to drive down to... I already said the name of the place, but I don't want to repeat it. Because I don't want to give any other identifying characteristics, I guess, after things that I've heard from other people. And the fact that Luke literally doxed me on Rec Room a few weeks ago. But I had to drive down to Place, and Place is 2 hours away. So I'm already not liking it, but I am dreading it because I have to do analysis.
Oh my
from
God!
thesis. I know, but just
The two Diablos are locking horns right now. This is so cool.
record it. It'll be instant hit. Anyway, so 2 hours. So I go to a gas station that's near my house to get. Usually I'll get like a Nutri-Grain bar or something like that. A donut filled with ants. Man, people in Florida like the weirdest shit. I tell you what. Anyway, I go to the gas station because on a couple of occasions when I've had to do a similar thing with this paper, I'll go to the gas station, get a Nutri-Grain bar, get a cheap drink, you know, and drive. And usually it's a drink that's interesting, you know, so that while I'm driving, I can drink it and be like, wow, how interesting. And then before I know it, I'm there. So, I'm driving down the road, and what I had decided to get when I was at that gas station was a... Did I say gas station? When I was at that gas station... I pondered a bit, and I picked up an apple Snapple, because when I was in middle school, we had Snapple, but more importantly, we had apple Snapple. We didn't have any of the better ones. We did have the kiwi strawberry, but that was too thick. No one liked it, because it was too thick. You drank it, and you needed a drink afterward. That doesn't work. So you get the apple Snapple, because it was actually, despite its flaws, a refreshing beverage. So... I'm drinking that going down the road, and about an hour in, I realize something is wrong. Now, apples have a lot of fiber, and this is what I've chalked it up to. But it was not agreeing with me. And that in combination with the Nutri-Grain bar was probably not the best thing. So I get to campus, and I'm already not too comfortable. I'm like, whatever, it is stress. I'm not too worried about it. It's not something I'm concerned with. So I walk in, and my guy, my director, the professor, the man, he's like, alright, we're gonna go into this room, we're gonna do the analysis there. I'm like, alright, cool. So I go in, and I see a desk, or more a podium, that has a computer on it. He's like, alright, you're up there. I'm like, alright, but this computer is my height. So... And I realized that I'm gonna have to stand up and do this whole thing. So I'm like, okay. I don't remember how many hours it was. Could have been 3, 4, could have been 5, I don't know. I'm standing up, and as I am doing this analysis, I'm getting progressively worse and worse. And what does not help is the fact that my professor did not want to do any work. Throughout the process, he just did not want to do any work. And he had his own stuff going on. I'm not saying the guy's just pure laziness or anything, but it was obvious he wanted to get done with that and move on. So at multiple points, he'd be like, alright, we're done. And I'd be like, no, we haven't done this and this and this. And it killed me because I wanted to be done. I needed to go. So I am telling him about 4 hours in, I'm like, we still have to do something because we just did the correlations. We haven't done any of the regressions yet. And he's like, alright. So we do it. Finally, I have enough. And I ask him all the questions I have to. I'm like sweating. The guy's like, alright, well, you know, I'm like, just tell me what I have to do with this stuff. Send me an email or something. He's like, alright, I'll see you. I'm like, bye. And I walk out the front door. I wait for him to go into his office, and I book it back in. And then I had the fiasco. At which point, the Apple Snapple had said that you are done. And I basically destroyed a toilet from the inside out. I will not get any more graphic than that. Let's just say I was not one of the guys.
I mean, the VOD's getting deleted.
I don't even know if it is anymore, because I do like some of the stories that I've told so far. But I was not the kind of guy who would drop trowel and then shotgun all over the walls. I don't get... If you make it to the bathroom stall, I don't care what kind of mess is going on in you, you can sit down. Alright? You can sit down. So, I did not do that, but I could have. And that's all I really need to say. So I was in there for like a good hour. And I am texting people, I think I even called you at one point towards the end because it was dark in there, and I was terrified. When the lights shut off, it wasn't just your average, ordinary darkness, it was advanced darkness. So I am in a stall. It's daytime outside, and yet...
Alone in the fart.
But, like, it might as well have been like, oh, well, the sun went out. Oh, you didn't hear. Like, there is no light whatsoever, and mainly because of how the building was put together.
Should have said a dump in the dark. It would be better.
I do notice that one of my viewers left while I was talking about this. I do not blame them. Anyway, so I had this happen, and then I finally leave, but the drive home was not much better. And then, you know, it was the equivalent of being sick the rest of the day, except I wasn't really sick. It was just more of, like, uncomfortable. So I will never drink apple Snapple for the rest of my life, and I'm skeptical about the rest of it. I am very, very skeptical about the rest of it. That was awful. Calamitous, that guy sounds like you? Well, it is you. No, this is my friend, Osman. He has been my friend